Well, good morning. I just would like to introduce Patrice Gillespie of Clean Air, Cool Planet, and thank you so much for coming and talking with us today about sustainability and all the wonderful things that are going on. Most recently, you started working with Clean Air, Cool Planet. I'd just like to know a little bit more about that wonderful organization and the good work you guys are doing there.
Oh, thank you. I began working with them in Fairfield County, specifically in February of this year. They are well known for helping municipalities find solutions for global warming, mostly through addressing energy consumption and reducing energy usage, therefore reducing energy costs, and also advocating for renewable, clean energy installations wherever possible.
Have you found that most of the mayors are pretty interested in going green and sustainability issues?
Well, I think we can take inspiration from some of the work that Clean Air, Cool Planet has done already in New Hampshire and in Vermont. We have a wonderful network of energy task forces in Connecticut who are working with their first selectmen and their mayors. But there are some towns that aren't quite there yet. So we are coming out actually next month with a handbook for clean energy task forces that will help them organize themselves, find volunteers in the municipality, and give them kind of a timeline and a work plan for helping to accomplish the things that they know need to be done.
It sounds like sort of a template that any town or city could use to help them go green. It's a big undertaking, and I think for some towns and cities it's almost just too much to start. But having a template, a guideline, really should help.
Right. This is a handbook, and it has 6 steps, starting from how you would organize yourself. The 6th step, which I found surprisingly very interesting, is how to really analyze the payback, if you will,
it's important.
on certain energy-saving projects. So it's not just taking into account the savings versus the cost of the project and projecting that out, but there were some very interesting new terms, new to me, net present value, and some sort of financial tools that municipalities can use in assessing and prioritizing the viability of various projects.
Well, and it is very important that economically it's viable to go green, because I think there's always been the understanding that going green is more expensive, that it costs money, and now there's so many ways with tax incentives and different projects and programs that it costs less to go green.
Right.
So it's good to hear that a lot of the towns are interested in doing that. It's really a holistic approach that gets us to sustainability, and I believe you know a little bit about the holistic approach. Permaculture is something that is new to some people, but not so new to you. You've been going through some classes or learning a little bit more about that. Would you like to tell us a little bit about permaculture?
Yes, thank you. I was fortunate to take a class from Andrew Faust, who is a professor of permaculture, and he teaches in Vermont certain classes at a place called Yestermorrow, which I think just sounds like a wonderful retreat, a place to learn about sustainability. It was a 12-week course, and yes, I think permaculture really is something that more and more municipalities and individuals, homeowners, property owners, can look at, because it's a very holistic approach to looking at your own personal life, taking into account rainwater catchment, stormwater management, growing food right by your front door. It was very, very thorough, a very thorough class. So the organization that I took this class from is the Center for Bioregional Living, and I think it would be easily found on the internet.
Was there something that you learned that you were surprised about when you went through the permaculture class?
Oh my gosh, what was the most?
You're so green anyway, and you lead such a sustainable life. Was there something that you hadn't thought of that they taught you?
I guess it's sort of realizing things that we've all forgotten. Most of my classmates, and I would say even myself, were inspired by our grandmothers. Some of us were in the class because we were so impressed with the ways our grandmothers led their lives and the things that they knew and did on a day-to-day basis. And we didn't want that to vanish. One person said that permaculture is 19th century solutions to 21st century problems. And I rather like that. In other words, we already know and have partially forgot many of the ways to live more sustainable lives.
Well, you are such a good role model for all of us to follow, and I just want to thank you for everything that you're doing every day
Thank you,
to make our
Daphne.
planet greener.
Likewise.
Thank you so much for talking with us today.
You.